Well, good morning. It's July 8th, Saturday morning. I'm getting ready to deliver some products for the Amish village. I do this every other Saturday, but I was just thinking about this morning about the simple life. You know, the world says that simplicity is not favor. But what I've been seeing is in my life is the more that we can simplify things, the better our lives will be. It doesn't matter spiritually, if it's physically, if it's emotionally, all the LYs of life. Whenever you get down to the simplicity of it, it really resonates to people because it's duplicatable. You know, I'm thinking about this morning just simplifying my life. You know, in the way that I do work, the way that I conduct business, the way that I create just value in life. The simplicity of it, it's so duplicatable that it really resonates with people, because life's hard, and the things that we go through every day, if we concentrate on, we got to have more education, we got to have more money, we got to have all these things that we think to better our life, but really it just makes it more complicated. It makes it more of a struggle. It makes it more strife. And even in the church, you know, you look at how, well, we got to have this program, and we got to do this we got to have a kids church, we got to have a youth leader, we got to have a youth band, we got to have a contemporary worship, we got to have and we got to have the old time hymns, we got to, I mean, just, you can go on and on with anything that we do, but really we need to sit back and really simplify just even the church itself. You know, I'm a very spiritual person. You know, I just talked from where I'm at in life. But take your situation, for example, whatever you're going through today, and really look at how you can simplify that and make it so duplicatable that anybody could do it, and people will be drawn to that. You know, whenever you look at how we just make things so hard and difficult, and that's where anxiety and depression and all these things come in to our lives and wreak havoc on it. You know, unemployment. If you just sit around and think about unemployment all the time, or you think about right now in Illinois, the high taxes. If you just sit around and ponder that all the time, it's going to eat you alive. You know, so we got to get back to to simplify things in our life, whether it be our finances, whether it be our health, whether it be raising our children, whether it be helping a neighbor out, whatever you're doing in life. It could be even a stranger that you meet today, and simply just saying, hey, what's going on in your life today, you know, and then really sharing with them the simplicity of your life. You know, don't make it so hard, even in regular conversation, as we talk to people, that we're talking on like a higher level or educational wise, we know more than that person. Just really sit down and talk to that person, and like you'd be talking to a child or a young person, you know, and in that simplicity of that conversation, they're going to receive great value in what you're talking about. They're going to be like, holy moly, man, this guy, he's talking on my level, and man, if he can do it, I can do it. You know, if he could help his neighbor out today, I could do that. You know, and it's really that simple. You know, so let's, as a society, let's break off of this, the simple. I think the handicap, when you talk about in a worldly way, about simple. It's just the way I grew up, but really, it's a gift. The simplicity of life is a gift, and it's really not a handicap. And so that's the word that I want you all to ponder on and think about today. How can you make this life so much simpler and make it so duplicatable that everybody can do it? Everybody. And when we look at that, and we look at the simplicity of life, and that you're going to not only help a few people, but you're going to help everybody that you know. Everybody. It could be your wife, it could be your child, it could be a stranger, it could be a neighbor, it could be anybody that you come in contact with, a coworker. Just making taking that life of simplicity and really putting it to action. And it's really through your words. How simple are you going to make this life? I want to make it as easy as I can, especially for my children and my family and my wife and my coworkers and everybody that God surrounds me with. Even bringing a simple message of the gospel, the simplicity of the gospel. If you just look at the gospel alone, Jesus said, "Come to me like little children." The reason he said that is he said, have faith like a child. And I think of even a 2.5-year-old of my baby Selah, and I think about the simplicity of her life and how she can come to God boldly to his throne, as a child. And that's what Jesus said. He said, "Come to me like little children. Come up here and get in my lap, and tell me about what's going on in your life, and let me show you how to be victorious, to thrive in this life, in the simplicity of even the gospel, that God's own Son, he came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. So let's live that abundant life through the simplicity of this life, and share that dialect, that conversation with people, and let them see how simple that we can really make this, so that we can thrive in this life. And really, it is that easy. So if Nate can do it, you can do it. Hashtag, if Nate can do it, you can do it. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, follow me on whatever your media is, and let's connect, and PM me if you got any value out of this content today. So thank you, and have a good day.